If I decide that I've been in that boat.
Okay, get out the boat. Get back on this boat.
No, I had a job.
And you quit.
And no, I didn't. I resigned.
That's quitting.
It's not quitting. Quitting is I can't do the job. Resigning is I give my job back to you. I don't want it no more. No, that's the difference. I have no problems with somebody quitting the job.
So, because it was killing you.
It's
So
killing
why
me.
did you apply to the same job again?
Let's begin now.
Got my first job at Comcast. Mm-hmm. You was charging me $300 a month. Okay, what were you doing with that $300?
You got some daggone trust issues.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I'm going to tell you something. You can't.
Y'all was in there shopping together.
Do not get married.
Y'all was in there shopping together.
Do not get married.
Well, I'm Mike. This is my beautiful mom, Linda.
Hey, y'all. Maybe I might. Oh, I think I took it downstairs and put it on them bar stools. Yeah, I think I did. But if I moved it, I didn't move it nowhere where you can't find it. Okay. See, look at him. You see? He's an instigator.
Is it dirty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he's finding nails so I can wash it.
Why should you wash your clothes?
I said I need to find it now so I can wash it.
Oh. Why don't you just hang your clothes up?
He doesn't. He's leaving them
all
over
no,
the
he
place.
don't. Yeah, he does. Leave them all over the place.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. You were doing it before they got here, Mikey. What makes you think you stopped?
See, all over the place.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
In the
Shannon,
bathroom.
please stop.
They did. It doesn't.
My clothes.
Let me just say this:
shoes.
the kind of stuff doesn't like bother me. It's just because I'm used to it. I'm just used to picking up.
And what I should do is get that box out of here because you don't know what's inside that box.
You know what?
I'm telling you.
That's Bryce's bed.
I know. It's been sitting here for
Why don't
months.
y'all put it together?
Who?
Not me. I'm not doing it. Bryce, y'all should.
I'm ready to put it together.
I don't.
He don't do that. His nails got done.
White, off-white, or beige.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Mike and His Mom Show. I am
You don't know who you are?
your host, Mike Banks. This is my beautiful mom in the middle, and that is my sister.
Hi, everybody. I'm back.
Shannon Shanae, CEO of Girl Friday.
I love it.
All right.
Go ahead, host. Shannon. I am back with short hair.
Yeah, it's so cute.
You like it?
Yes, I'm back with straight hair.
I know. We changed so much.
What you back with, Mike?
He's back with Slim.
Slim. Oh, snap. You've been working out in that gym, ain't
We've
you?
been going for a long time and made big changes.
Yes.
Now, you've gotten slimmer. I feel like I've gotten bigger. Could you notice?
You've gotten bigger?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Good.
A little
It's not in my head. It's all over.
I can't even really see my slimness. I mean, I see it in certain.
So I can't
areas of
trust
my
your
body.
eyes then.
So where you don't see it at?
You don't see it in your clothes?
Yeah, the clothes don't fit differently?
I see it in my chest.
You don't like it doesn't feel different in your clothes?
I don't know yet.
It's so funny because just like what you said, like I can tell that I picked up weight just from the way my t-shirts fit. Like my arms will fit tighter. Yesterday my jeans were like perfectly fitting. It was like
Yeah, mine's is like, oh my God, just like
was a
here
mess,
I
yeah.
am. I'm like just touching everything. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So I don't like tight clothes like that. So I picked up a few little ounds. I don't like it. But hey y'all, let me speak first. Hi y'all, I'm back too.
You've been gone for a little while. I've had things to do, unfortunately.
Oh, and this is the reason why, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, even though he had things to do, unfortunately, my thing with that unfortunate things that you had to do, the show still can go on.
Well, what did he? I was trying to figure out what he had to do.
Well,
yes.
I took them out for Mother's Day. I surprised them.
Oh, that's right. We didn't do anything that day.
And then the following week, I had.
CS.
I went to the Preakness.
A Preakness? Oh.
The Preakness.
Okay.
And then I've been doing community service.
Yeah, CS.
Oh, CS. That's CS.
So,
But
wait a minute. But that still doesn't
that's not
negate.
an excuse for us to neglect our
I
viewing
told
audience.
them they can record without me.
No, hold up. No. See,
We are a package.
But here, yeah.
And you were busy last weekend anyway.
No, it's not about the weekend. It's not about the weekend. It's about still doing the show, no matter what day we do it on, making the sacrifice.
Right.
If you got to get it done, get it in.
Get in the mix.
But you know, yeah, you want to be in a mix here, hanging out there.
I don't be in the mix.
Yeah, but you okay? So what did the Preakness bring you?
That was a good time.
But are we just here to have a good time, or we here to?
I was there to have a good time.
Okay, but is that the gist of your life?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, because I'm saying that's why I'm saying we can't be a hit and miss show.
I got your point.
Right. Because all you're gonna do is wind up having a good time, and that good time ain't gonna do.
And then y'all not a good time to him, so we only meet up with y'all on his downtime.
Right. So it's your downtime now?
No. it's not.
Okay.
I still have community service to do, but I made a commitment to get back on board.
Yeah.
So here we are. I do want to say something though. I've been doing community service at the Goodwill, and I had no knowledge of what the Goodwill was. Is that the same thing as Salvation Army?
It depends. Salvation Army, they
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Goodwill sells your stuff.
Salvation Army is like a organization that like more so gives.
Yeah.
Like they
So you can't go into Salvation Army and shop.
I think you can though. I
Okay.
think you can. I think they have a Salvation
I don't
Armies
know.
where you can.
I can Google it.
It used to be one about security.
Patapsco, I thought. That's what I'm thinking of, right?
No, it used to be one by
Caton Avenue.
I wouldn't know. The Goodwill is a new phenomenon to me.
Is it?
Yes.
Interesting.
I never knew it existed.
Since never ever.
I've never heard. I've heard or like the Goodwill. I've heard of it, but I didn't know it was a store. People treat it like it's Nordstrom's.
It is.
They come in there and really shop.
Yes, I was going to ask you, have you seen any finer things?
I saw some things in there that I would not
Like-
clothes, but like dishware, portraits, furniture. Like wow, this is.
I was trying to think, do we have anything in here right now that is from the Goodwill?
I've also realized
Our
that,
headboard. I had got it was not the Goodwill where I got it from, but it was one of those type of stores or whatever, not refurbished furniture, but like they just sold furniture. And it was from a hotel that was going, like they were remodeling. And it was the whole headboard with the frame that goes around it, but the frame was too big for the room, so I got rid of that part. Yeah, I get a lot of stuff from those places.
Is that the same thing?
No,
as
you gotta pay for our stuff in the Salvation Army stores too.
Yeah, I thought
Is that
so.
the same thing as a thrift store? The Goodwill?
It is a thrift store.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're thrifting.
So people give out rights with it. Okay,
Did
that's,
you find anything nice in there?
no, I mean I wasn't looking. Well,
You should look.
I'll be looking, but I don't
Because
really.
you
What
can
you
look
be
for
doing?
suits.
I will look over there. Yeah.
So what did you do?
Take out trash.
And it's so funny. I feel so bad that I didn't
No, I'm
give you
just-
all these I had like nothing but trench coats that I gave away like last year because I was like, I got all these coats. I was wearing them for my pictures and things like that. And I just I could have given them to you.
To do what?
To wear. They nice. I was buying men's stuff, like make it
Oh.
oversized, and I got rid of them.
So what did you do besides take out trash?
Take out trash. Help with the donations. Put stuff up, like on the shelves.
Is it boring?
It's gotten better. It's gotten better.
So
You
they
know
have
what
nice
to
look,
do.
so you're not looking at the stuff?
Sometimes.
That's a small store up there.
That one is small.
and it's funny you say that because it is. And I've started seeing it in stores like more and more now. And I'm out.
It's
said,
just like when you get your car.
I said,
You start
go
seeing the
everywhere.
same car,
Yeah.
the same car everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
So now you're seeing Goodwill.
Everywhere, yeah. And I realize people are very wasteful too. Like, well, not wasteful is probably the wrong word. Some of the stuff they get thrown in the trash. Like,
They
don't
throw
need-
some of that stuff in the trash?
No, I'm talking about instead of you coming up there to drop it off to the Goodwill, this can go in the trash. Like, you don't need to get this to nobody.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like, for what? Right.
Well, most people give stuff to the Goodwill. I think they.
I think they just look. They don't think that the people. It's like I get what you're saying because I don't just give anything to. If I wouldn't want it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it away to anyone.
It
The
gotta be
Goodwill.
good.
Yeah, because you go in there, you pay for those things. So I don't give away bad looking things to the Goodwill. I just throw it away. If I wouldn't give it to you, then I give it to the Goodwill.
And you gotta make sure you get them clean before you wear them. That's any clothes.
Yeah, and like I gave my. The Goodwill is very picky though. They did not want to take my hangers. They said we
But
don't
what?
take hangers.
Right.
People
Don't-
want hangers.
Throw them away, bro.
Hangers?
Yes.
They're nice hangers. Store
Yeah,
bought
my
hangers.
hangers were good. Nice old plastic hangers. I had a whole bunch of them from when we moved. They didn't want them.
People are also rude.
Who, the Goodwill people?
No,
the
like-
shoppers.
The donators.
Mm-hmm.
So they're people just people. This was weird.
So they came in. A rude person came in to donate something.
No, so it's a drive-through.
Yeah, you gotta like drop it in the parking lot.
you
now.
got you gotta wait in line to go around
I
back.
don't like their whole systems now. It's just
And
annoying.
it's a cutoff time at 4:00,
Mhm.
and people don't like that.
We don't.
Because
Because it's new. It's not. This is new. It's not new like in yesterday, but it's still. It's an inconvenience to us.
What?
That we gotta now come between certain hours to drop off our goods that y'all need. Take them.
And 4 o'clock was at the same time every day?
No, and then they have the nerve
No,
to not
it's
even
4 o'clock.
accept them every
Yeah,
day.
it's 4 o'clock every day.
It's not every day, I don't think.
No, it's every day. They take it on Sundays too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll wait and do that.
And like one guy got into it with a lady.
I'm not gonna fuss with
What, a lady that
you.
worked there?
No, that was trying to donate something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait a minute, another customer got.
a guy that worked there got into it with a lady that tried to donate.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I can't take no more of your stuff. It's past 4 o'clock. And she
Wait a
said,
minute, did it become 4 o'clock and then he stopped?
Yeah.
No,
She was the next car in line. He was like, yeah.
He wouldn't take it.
Nah, because I know why. Once you do,
You gotta take
you
everything.
got to take everybody else's.
But they need to have a
gotta-
better system
No,
where they
but
cut the line
they need to have a
off.
cutoff
Yeah,
line.
they have the cutoff line. They
They need
can't
they
do
need
that.
they need to
They
go
had to sit
outside.
on that line all the
right.
time.
They need to go outside and put a cone behind at
you're the last
3:55
car.
or something. They need to be standing outside saying this is the car.
This is the
Put a
last
cone
car. Yeah,
there.
that's
Or
not
take the
right.
tag numbers and put a cone there and say this is the. They need to have. That's
that's
unfair.
not right. She said that all that time and now she can't.
So he said, I'll take one of your items.
One item?
She should. What she say?
You know what we used to debate before they had this little system? That's probably why they started the system. We didn't care what time it was. You're not supposed to drop the stuff off. We just go there all times of night and just drop the stuff off.
Right.
And it would be, and that's probably why they started the system now. But I mean, people still can do it. You can
Drop it
still
off where?
You would sit at the Goodwill. You sit at the door.
Mm.
So she was like, okay, but I'm going to leave it here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, you can't do that. You'll get fined. She said, go ahead and find
How
me.
he gonna find?
It's the cameras and stuff. But ain't nobody going to find that lady.
They probably will.
But
They probably will find her.
she was like, I'm going to just leave it here. Do whatever you want with it. I'm not taking it back with me.
What was it?
It was a tote full of clothes.
Oh my goodness, lady. She could have just.
She could have. But he
took
got
it.
mad, picked the tote up, and threw it across the parking lot.
No, he didn't.
Did he lose his job?
He did. I went back yesterday and they fired him.
Yep.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that, bro?
Yep. He lost his job.
I said, that was so stupid.
And then what happened to the clothes?
He had to go back and pick him up.
And he lost his
And
job.
still lost his job. I would have been mad if they fired me after I went and picked it up. Like, I picked it up. I did the good.
No.
I did a Goodwill.
That's showing anger.
Yes.
That's
She was rude though.
that doesn't matter.
No, I
it
agree.
doesn't
I
matter
agree with
that whether
you.
she was rude or not.
Well, what made her rude?
What was she rude? She just said, I'm not gonna leave it here.
Her tone was just nasty. Her tone was
it was his tone. His mistake, the Goodwill mistake, is not having a cutoff.
Yeah.
A line to cut off.
We're in customer service. You know that was wrong.
His mistake was saying, "I'll take one item."
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's where he made the mistake. The mistake.
And then her mistake was
So
not her lack of appreciation.
No, but when it's a drive-through
But
window.
let me ask you a question. When
No,
he said
no.
one item,
What-
did he mean one item out the tote?
No, it was she had a bag and a tote. He said, I'll take the bag.
So wait a minute. So how is a drive-through? What you mean? Is it a door that they come to?
No, you
No,
just
it's like-
go.
it's like-
You
it's like a
just sit in your
garage.
car waiting.
Yeah, it's like a garage out back.
So what happens when it closes?
They got to go up and come and like bust a U-turn and come back down. But that's another thing. Since that garage stays open past 4, you think that they still taking stuff,
Right.
whether there's a cone out there or not.
They're not. They don't.
They don't have no
they have
sign
a
at
good
the end of the
system.
thing saying we.
It's a sign right here. It says
Okay, so
with the hours, 11 to 4, or 10 to 4, whatever it is, 10 to 4.
But if she's in the line before 4, she
right.
She should
They
be able to be serviced.
if they in line before 4 o'clock.
That's why he said, I'll take one of your bags.
No.
He supposed to took
he's
all of
wrong.
them.
He's wrong.
I know.
Well, he's fired now. So
Oh, I feel bad though. He's fired. They need standard operating procedures.
How
you
old
need to
was
go in
he?
there and tell them.
He's a young guy, probably in his 20s,
Well,
and he was still working, like up until that whole week. They just fired him. I went there yesterday. Thursday.
so somebody probably reported it.
Oh, lady came in right. They did it.
What she said? She told him.
Yeah.
What she said?
They came to me. What happened?
you ain't
I
know.
don't-
Monkey don't see.
I
Monkey
don't know.
don't
They
hear.
had him on camera.
Yeah, so let's see what happened.
They
Then.
had him on camera. And she came right in and told me.
What she say?
I don't know.
Oh.
But the man just came around. And,
Did they take her tote?
well, it was already cleaned up.
Did they take it?
No, he went and got it. When she pulled off, he was like, dang, man, I shouldn't have did that.
He did.
Mm-hmm. And they went and picked the clothes
I
up.
really do feel bad for him. Because you know that if he went,
In the heat of the moment.
yeah,
In the heat of
and if he
but
went and picked
but
up
the
the
thing,
clothes, he was
if he
wrong.
would have followed what it's supposed to say, and just not, don't take the stuff. mean, he could have turned to walk his back. He could have turned away.
But she was gonna leave it there anyway.
Well, so what?
Right.
But
He's
not
but
he
could just tell her, no, you can't leave it. He can't stop her from
he
leaving
can't stop
it.
her from leaving it. And that's what I feel like people do in their jobs. Don't do so much. Like you lay down the rule. This is the rule. This is what I can and I can't do. I'm gonna leave it anyway. Okay.
So the garage door. Let me see.
I'm gonna advise you not to leave it because we're not going to take it. I don't know what's gonna happen to your stuff. Can you please not leave it or whatever?
But where was she leaving it at?
At the steps.
Just
at the steps.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the garage door at?
It's like a trailer. Like.
Why couldn't they close it?
It sounds like it sounds different.
I mean, they do close it at a certain point, but they still.
The point is that she pulled.
Well, why can't they close it at 4 o'clock?
Because they don't. They don't have a good system.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know.
What's outside the trailer?
Like for instance, the Goodwill that we go to, they have like a line, like a flag or something. No, it's not a gate. It's like cones. Something is we can't come in. We can no longer drive into that area because yours sounds.
But so why she driving in there? Somebody else gonna be driving in there. Somebody else gonna be driving in there. Somebody else gonna be driving in there.
Yeah.
So why don't they just close the door?
The garage door.
Right.
Well, I think Shannon's idea is a better. Well, I think Shannon's system where she goes is a better system to have. Like to cut that part of the parking lot off.
We can't come in. Go back there. We can't go back.
That's what I said when people out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if they want to leave it, they're gonna leave it anyway.
And people really are like, people will be waiting in line. And they'll just get out the car and walk the stuff up.
Yeah.
You can't do that though.
Yeah, they try to, because they're trying to have like a system. But again, I wonder, it's just, people are just either not used to it or rebelling against the new way because it wasn't like that. We can just walk up and sit it down.
But okay, and if we want to take it down and stuff out there in the morning time, they're going to take it anyway, correct? They're still going to take it.
They don't like this way the stuff is just it's just stuff sitting out and they come into work and they got all this stuff.
Okay, but either they're going to take it or they're going to throw it away. They're going to do something. My thing is, why don't they close the gate at 4 o'clock? The trailer.
Do you really want him to answer?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Why don't you just tell him?
I don't know. I mean, because you can't even. That's just me saying that. Because I mean, if you see it open, you probably gonna think that it's open.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I would think it's open. And sometimes it's just like when you go to the cleaners. They close at 7 o'clock. But if you get up there at 7:05, their door's still open. They take your stuff sometimes. Mm-hmm. So but
why do people get like this?
Mad at the rule?
I don't get that.
People get mad about the rule.
She's wrong.
Yeah, but why would you lose your job about the rules?
I agree.
No, they both have, but she's wrong because this is the rule. I can't take it. All right. Why would you have me? I might say okay. I probably just say okay at this point in my life, but I can understand why would you see me sitting here? Why? And
that's probably why she's
like I'm leaving.
If anybody's in their line, here. So everybody got to roll up past him anyway to get back out.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a curve. Everybody got to go up here and come around here, and now the door right here. Is that what you're saying?
They can see her sitting there.
Possibly, yeah.
Not the workers. I'm talking about all the cars. How did she get in there?
It's one big parking lot. You just drive around.
That's what I said. So she got to drive around the parking lot and come.
Ain't that much. You just drive around to the back door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So everybody can keep driving around to that back door.
Right.
So they don't have. Okay.
Yeah, we have.
That's their fault.
We have cones.
I agree. I mean, it should be a better method in place to let people know that it's.
Well, it's a goodwill. Why don't they do a goodwill gesture and put a cone up there?
Well, he should have did a goodwill gesture and took the stuff.
He took one.
He should have took all of it.
Well, what did he do with the one he took?
He put it in.
Now after y'all take
so he took one and then what she do?
She left the rug.
No, she got out
and put the tote out.
Popped the trunk.
And he threw the
tote
out.
I got one more. I said, no, I can't take that. We done. I'm doing this for you as a favor. I wasn't even supposed to take this.
You can take it, sir. Stop.
But it makes their job harder. Because once they done, they trying to go home too, bro. Like it's a lot better. It's really a mess in there.
I understand.
But what he shouldn't have did is he shouldn't have took none.
He should have took both of them.
And here's the deal. What the learning lesson is though. We can say what he shouldn't have did all day long. The bottom line, sometimes we get in our feelings, we do the wrong thing.
In the heat of the moment.
Huh?
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah, that's it. In the heat of the moment, he got caught up and he lost his job for doing the wrong thing. And I've been there, done the wrong thing before. I never lost a job.
Give him a job.
Give him a job where?
At your job.
I don't even know who he is.
He seemed very remorseful.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, but
Who?
The kid.
Oh, the kid.
He said he recognized his wrong immediately.
Yeah, he recognized before he got fired.
a part of me think he think they wasn't gonna fire him either. They need people to work there. So now it's just one guy that's just doing all like the taking the donations by himself.
Oh man.
Oh, 1.5. One is an older guy.
1.5.
Well, one young guy and one older guy. So it's
1.5.
Yeah. Like
So who's the half? The younger guy?
The older guy.
Oh, okay. Because some older people work.
Well,
I'm about to say.
Well, no, he
the
said
half
that,
might
he
be
said,
the.
he said he too old. He can't even really do it like that.
So why he doing it?
Need job.
Need money.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they pay?
That's a good question.
Mm.
They hire him.
It's a goodwill.
I see what you just did.
I don't
Come
get
in,
it.
Goodwill Jester. We pay you $5.50 out. And you can take a thing. I'm just joking.
Oh.
But yes, that's where I've been. I've been taking donations.
Are you really taking the donations or are you
Nah.
storing the donations?
So
Watch how you say it.
We know his little
They
fingers.
come looking at you
I don't
next.
steal.
He be in a fitting room trying on clothes. I need a white shirt
He
for
come
I
tomorrow.
do actually.
I need me a white shirt.
They got putting them trying on clothes.
No, they closed.
They closed them since COVID.
Mhm, yeah,
They never opened them again. I have no idea why they never reopened the fitting rooms. The Goodwill has become very.
I don't want to know why
bougie.
people want to try on clothes.
Cause you want something
Fit
you
rooms
can
are closed
fit.
all over, or just a Goodwill? You mean?
And a Goodwill.
Oh.
No, they opened a lot of fitting rooms back up.
All right, what's up?
You know, clothes is just, you have to really wash your clothes. And look at clothes carefully when you buy stuff. I'm telling you,
Clothes what?
when you buying stuff, you know how many people try them clothes on? When you buy clothes, people try these clothes on before you try it on. You're lucky to get something that somebody has not tried on.
Noise on the set. Noise on the set.
Crackling on the set, crackling on the set.
I
Maroon
did
on the
want to.
set.
I did want to talk about something.
Okay, all right,
Just
okay.
say
Yeah, just
It's
go
not
ahead.
a family argument.
I
what
don't
is it then?
I don't
Not.
argue.
Here's
and
the
then
deal.
this is what I wanted to say.
I think he wants to
don't-
argue.
I
But
don't.
I don't
You like
think
arguing.
I think that
You
this,
tell me that
this
cheesy
should
smile.
be coming down, like all that picking. Like let's be communicative, solution driven.
We were having a conversation.
There you go.
Who
Who was having a conversation?
We were.
Who's
Me,
we?
Who's we?
me, Shannon, and Josh. And in the midst of that conversation, Shannon said something that struck my chords.
What I say?
I was a little hurt. I was a little bothered.
But we can't talk about why y'all don't like women.
Okay, what was you a little hurt and bothered by?
She said something along the lines of,
Can you get
she
it right?
don't want our help.
I don't want y'all help.
Yes.
Oh, you want y'all's help?
Yes.
That hurt you?
Hurt is strong.
But you just said, ask me why I ain't fixed sides. You gonna help me there?
Hurt is strong. And when she said it, I asked her why. I forgot what you said. What did you say? What was
I
your
don't
why?
remember.
See? She doesn't remember.
What's wrong with me not remembering?
What,
You can't
she didn't
say-
want you to help him what?
With her business, I think. But
Josh, did I say, do you remember why I said I didn't want y'all help?
no, that's not it.
No. I didn't say I didn't want the help. I said this wasn't about me. I said don't try to put me on the spot.
No, you said you didn't want no help.
And you said something like, well, that indicates something you said.
This is my point. This is the big conversation.
Okay. I want to know why you didn't ask me did I want any coffee. Because I'm so hungry. That's why everything is like, I hear him in there rustling. Go ahead.
This is the bigger conversation. Whether you want the help or not.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm trying to figure out what you going to say.
Me too.
There he goes defensive. Go ahead.
No, I'm being for real. Outside of Shannon, sometimes in family, we feel like, well, I guess Shannon can speak to this too, and you. And I'm not talking about your business. I'm talking about just in general.
Yeah, I figured.
No.
Right?
But you just go ahead.
we feel like we got to carry the burden by ourselves.
Uh-huh.
Like bear the weight of the responsibilities, whether it be of the household or life, with this thing that we've taken on, and we don't want to ask for help, or when people offer help, we refuse it. I want to know why.
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I'm being offered help.
Have you ever been in that space where you wanted help, offered help, and refused to help?
Noise on the set.
You can hit it.
My phone is on ring. Okay. But no, say it again.
Have you ever been in this space where where you needed help and didn't ask for help, one, or was offered help and refused it, even though you really needed it?
I've been in a space where I refused help, even though I need it.
Why?
Because the help
with family is what I'm talking about.
The help isn't helpful anymore. It's like sometimes to get the help, I feel like I'm doing more. It's like I just rather do it myself. It's like just forget it. Why do you do that?
Or you're not going to get the kind of help. Or you're not going to get the kind of help that, or you get a help for 6.5 minutes, or 37 seconds, or 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and they sit down.
I mean,
that was the same day when y'all was taking down the decorations for the prom, and I just said, see, that's it
what?
Right there.
Yeah, like that was an opportunity to help. So and then that time, and then it was like, well, what do you need? And I'm like,
that's my next question. But
what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What do you need? Is like you don't see what I'm doing.
It's like somebody got to tell you, you know.
First you gotta, while we all sitting here like, pew, pew, playing our games and, yeah, you see that? Oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Living our best life around, in the midst of someone working independently, not bothering a soul. And then they ask you, because that's what happened, they asked me to be of service to them after they finished their little hoopla. And I'm like,
can I cook you something?
Yeah, that was I can't remember now, but that was how it went. And then y'all can figure that out. I'm doing this. Oh, hands up, don't shoot. We didn't realize that you were doing something. And if you're doing something and you need
right
help,
in front of us.
Right. I mean, why you just say something? Well, I'm not asking for your help, but can you please not bother me while I'm doing something to now help you?
You take the trash out.
Do something. You figure it out on your own.
See, that statement. Okay.
You don't get that.
I do.
Oh, you do.
But when you say, this is what I've learned in service.
What service? Community service?
Yes.
No, just
Oh.
just in service.
Because we see what y'all do up the street, kicking
Right.
totes across the
Right,
parking
going
lot.
across the parking lot.
Why do people? Because you're saying, I'm not asking for your help, X, Y, and Z, but not you, the proverbial you. You would get upset if you're doing all of this and no one is offering to help you.
No, I'm not.
Not no more.
You used to, but I don't get upset.
I'm
I'm
just so over it.
You get used to. Some people say you're just numb to it, and honestly, it becomes, maybe I am numb, but the numbing feels better than the anger. Like I'm not expecting the help. I don't even expect it. I don't expect the help. If I get it, thanks.
And
if I don't,
I can get in my own little world and just get it done.
That's exactly what happened today. I was talking about crackheads with someone, just listening to their life story. I was minding my business, getting it done. And I think that I don't really. What I've noticed in interacting with the gentlemen is that there's a great misunderstanding between men and women. That's really what I wanted to kind of talk about, essentially. And there is I believe, because I'm the person doing it, that my intent is not to be picking. I just really want to have an understanding of X, Y, or Z. I want some coffee. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to understand. You pull it too?
That's fine.
Oh. Our understanding of whatever it was or whatever it is that we're talking about. And I'm going to tell you why. I want to understand, because at the end of the day, I'm not getting my way. So let me try to get on your page and see how I'm going to navigate this. Does that make sense?
But I don't think I'm trying to get on that page to see how I'm going to navigate.
Well, this is what I mean by that. I may not get on your page, but I'm like, let me just hear what it is that you're saying, and let me see if I'm willing to do that. Because obviously you're not willing to do what I'm saying.
So when you say that, let me hear what you're saying. Can they actually really? Because I find that they really can't even
They don't explain it.
You
And
can't even
then
explain
and then it's always turned back on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's like, just tell me what you. And
Tell me what it is.
I think that y'all genuinely don't think. This is in my interaction with the two of you lately. I think y'all don't think that I really want to know what you're saying. I think that y'all.
because they don't know what they're saying.
I do agree. I don't believe y'all know. I
So
don't.
that way they can flip it back
I
around
believe-
on you to make it look like there's something wrong with you without telling you what they're saying.
I believe the issue is that you really do have a problem with what I'm saying, but you really don't know what
The problem really is.
Yeah, you don't really.
Or could it be that they're so?
How did this get on man versus women?
I'm just saying the misunderstanding.
Oh, you're talking about help. Anybody want help?
Because
when you were talking about the woman, that's what you're talking about, man.
Well, anyway, so let's go back to the help. So anyway, I just feel like I can't attest to that. I don't want your help.
Let me ask you a question. What kind of help would you like to offer?
I think that's what it is. I think that's where the disconnect is.
No, I know. I'm asking you.
Whatever help is needed.
What kind of help do you?
Wait a minute. I want to understand. What do you mean by that's the disconnect?
Well, because my answers are going to be wherever I can help.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let's just look around the house. Everybody live together.
Well, let me ask you this, Ma. Why do you feel like a person need help?
No. I think everybody could use some help.
But that's not true.
No. Hold up. Let me finish this. Even if it isn't kind of help that you think that they need, if you look around the house and everybody lived in the household together, there is something that everybody in the household can do together to help out the whole household. So when you look around the house, what do you see that can be done that can take the burden off of somebody else that you could do? I'm going to do this.
Well, that was my next question, too.
Well, I just feel like if you're asking if a person needs help, are you just asking out of just politeness? Or do you feel like you see there's a need for help?
Well, I think both of them can be true at the same time.
So why don't you help?
So I don't need you to be polite. Because you really don't. Do you really want to help?
No, I think helping is the polite thing.
But okay, let's sit back for a moment. Everybody live together. So when you're looking at it, if you looking at, you see?
Wait a minute. He's asking specifically about business, though.
Oh no, I'm asking in general now.
Okay.
If you sit back and look at the household, and everybody in the household, where can you see that I can step in and do this?
I would have to process that. Cause I honestly don't know because I'm not gonna. This is
wait a minute. Hold on.
What? What?
So again, I'm gonna video that. Where can you look at and see if you can ask for help? You gotta do what?
I gotta process it.
Oh Lord.
That's a tough question to ask on the spot. I don't be put on the spot like Shannon does.
Oh, I just recorded that. Okay.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think help can be layered too.
Mm-hmm.
I think us sharing the space is helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we get ready.
What?
Now, help each other how?
What you mean?
No, that's what I'm asking you. Help each other how?
Helping them save money.
That's where I know you're going at.
Helping me save money.
That's where you're going at. Okay, outside of that.
Can I?
Okay, go ahead. What's the other part?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't see just off the cuff where I could help.
But you can see the financial part.
Well, because that's an immediate.
Okay, all right. So what about taking out the trash?
Well, I take the trash out.
Okay. What about taking it out all the time? Instead of letting it build up.
Well, when I do that, they tell me I ain't supposed to do that.
Why?
I told you that.
Somebody told me.
Told you what?
Don't take it out too early because it'll pile up or something like that. And
pile up where?
I never told you that.
You got big trash cans outside.
Because I was wondering if somebody recently told me, was it you?
What?
About taking it out more often because I was like, I thought maybe rats or something would get in the trash can.
You put a lid on the trash can. You got lids on the trash can.
Man, no, I don't feel like that.
Okay, well, I'll take it out more often.
I would take it out every day. I'm not, though.
Yeah, or if you think there's something wrong with that, then take it to a dumpster.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So, let me ask you.
What about having a conversation with the young adults?
Well, when I do that, I'm.
No, but what kind of conversation are you holding?
Mikey is an agitator.
What kind of conversation are you holding?
Mikey's an agitator.
What about not eating up their food?
I don't eat their food.
That's what they say.
Coming for blood. I know.
That's what they say. I guess that's what the girl said.
I don't eat that girl's food. You see, I'm losing weight. How many they food?
Because he runs after he eats.
Yeah,
he runs away.
That's why you haven't lost that much.
That's not
He don't
true.
be eating that food
I'm
like
just joking
that.
with you.
But when I do, I replenish it.
But what?
I bought Bryce some juice.
Yeah, he declared that he's gonna stop eating that food because it was expensive.
Yeah.
He said, I can't eat no more of that. It's too expensive.
So, how can I help?
Oh, I know
How
one
can
way
you
you can help.
How, where?
Around the house. I'm curious.
I don't feel like, I don't know what y'all talk. That's all we talking about business. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not really bothered by anything. You got to keep in mind I've raised 5 children, and
Okay.
I live with the whole man. So like I'm used to having to clean up behind people. So this you're not.
See, I don't like how that sounds though.
I don't care how you like.
You're not cleaning up. You don't clean up behind me.
I do. You know what you did last night? You sat down and rubbed that whole pizza, and I think you ate my buffalo wings.
Josh said I could have
They
it.
were mine.
Oh.
I think you ate my buffalo wings.
Oh my, stop.
You see how you can help?
So you sat there and
That's
you ate the food and left all your dishes on the table, but it ain't even really necessarily that you eat so slovenly. It's just like
No, just like a barbarian.
so it's like it's just probably nasty to me, like ugh. And so then your napkins was all over the place. You leave your stuff everywhere.
Well,
That's why I said your stuff be everywhere. But you're one person.
you know,
and you're not really.
But you know, but he eat like. Do you think that everywhere you go?
You like what?
I hope not. I
No,
told
he
him
don't.
no. He don't.
You ain't everywhere you go, do you?
You like what?
Like I don't even like eat. Let me tell you the honest
He
truth.
smacks.
I have to wash away my memory of those glass cups when you eat because you leave them so dirty when you eat and they just look foggy, and so I think that I'm drinking your meal out of that cup. Do you notice I failed my butterfly cup and now I use that cup? I'm like, where's my cup? Where's my cup? Because I'm like a visual person, so it's like I'll get grossed out. But yeah, like they don't. It doesn't. You don't. To me, you're not doing anything like that's disturbing. Like as far as cleaning up the house, I love you talking about the business.
Okay. Well, ask me that question.
What?
How could you help me?
No, I'm not.
Why? See?
Because I don't want to help you anymore.
All right.
He tells me, man, every day he's hired me to do something new. Yesterday I think I got hired 3 times.
Did you pay
for
him?
Don't pay her what?
Yeah, I'm not taking the jobs.
But do you pay if you hire somebody?
No, he ain't paying me.
Right. So how you hire somebody?
In spirit. As well.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. So we're on this part that you see the financial help, and the staying here. The other help you're going to figure it out because you haven't gotten to that point. So financially they're helping you. Are you making yourself financially prepared because you know all this is going to come to an end one day?
Is it, Shannon?
I hope so.
Who do you think will
You're
stay here with
talking
you
about
the rest of your life? Well, not even that.
I think that being here for me, one day I was really bothered and I was like, I'm out of here. My credit good. I'm out. My kids got 4 jobs, like 4 jobs running around here, right? I'm gone. And then I had to be reminded, I believe, by the Holy Spirit that this was a blessing. And what you thought it was going to be easy?
Oh, yeah, it ain't going to be easy.
You thought it was going to be easy. So as soon as it get hard, you want to be done.
What's nothing hard?
It was just being around y'all. Just being around y'all too.
Shannon,
I'm proud.
Well, I think here. Watch this. So what about a solution?
that is.
What about solution? Shannon.
Well, there is no
No.
solution.
Let me just say this. Shannon and the kids can move in my house, and me and Jean can move here.
Why would y'all do that?
Uh
No.
oh.
What it? I happen to think I'm a good roommate. So what is so difficult about?
Josh, I'm so sorry. Can we cut? You know you about to be there, right?
I gotta get my medicine. They said 3:15 now.
Oh, okay. All right. Josh, do you have time to get me a cup of coffee? Okay, but anyway, go ahead. 2:35.
I'm confused.
What you confused about?
What's
Okay. Action.
Oh. Can you elaborate on what that means?
What
I forgot.
It got so hard, you wanted to leave, dealing with us two, particularly the me part. What am I doing?
Nothing.
It's a tag team. So if I have 2 if there are two, so this is what I always say. If people, you have to choose to want to hear and see what a person is saying, and y'all choose to immediately block it out because you just like, this is no. And it's like, so everything that I say, there is no respect for because you just choose to immediately like stomp on it or say, no, I don't believe that. No, no. Come on now. And I'm like, come on what? So I don't feel like I'm being treated as an equal. I guess that's one. Mm-hmm. And I'm not being treated with integrity or respect. Because it's like, what are you? And so I have two men who already, to some degree, think alike, right? Then you think alike, you're men and you think alike, and then you two think alike, and I don't operate like that. So anything I say is like, it's always opposition. And so you get, I don't want to talk to y'all then. So if we just want like little generic stuff, don't bring me in it. Don't involve any personal details. I don't want to have any conversation about it because I don't want to feel like I'm being made a mockery of.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
What
Thank you. That's what you said.
Wow.
Why you didn't want the help.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Why did I say that?
You think we make a mockery of you.
Oh, okay.
That's what you said.
Well, so in giving not kudos, but trying to help you understand. See that? I'm trying to help y'all understand. Okay, to help you as a man to understand. Like, so me and Shleek.
I just figured out who this person was today, guys.
We had a conversation this morning. Like, we talked for like 2-3 hours. Like 3:30 this morning. Like, we just had, and trying to understand some stuff. And in the point of trying to understand and just having a conversation, it was like, what? Huh? And that's how y'all do. Mm-hmm. Now, whether you are intentionally doing it and not, or you're not realizing. So I had to say to him is that he was like, why you ain't listening to what I'm saying? You ain't, because I don't understand what you're saying. So if I say I don't understand it and I'm really trying to, well, I just said it. Okay, but I still don't get it. So if I don't get it at that point, or I'm really trying to understand it, or if I say something, why are you almost slandering what I say, or why are you trying to make it like, oh, that's just a bad thing, or just however y'all do this thing that makes it that can put you in a position of feeling like you don't have my back, or you're not trying to understand me, or you're really trying to or hear me. That's why y'all say women are misunderstood, y'all, or however you wrote that, or bring bags, or whatever y'all say, all these different things, but to actually sit back. So then I said, look at your demeanor. Look how you acting now. Now, y'all can have the same conversation with another woman, and your whole demeanor will change. So sometimes I think it's about who we are in your life.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's about who we are in your life, that you feel or you think that it's okay to walk over top without even realize you're walking over top. Or maybe I don't know if y'all do or not, but what I would say is that watch how you just take notice. Somebody say something to y'all when you're in a conversation, sit back and take notice without judging. Just take notice, because actually at the end of the day, and I said to him this morning, I said, I can't hear you. I said, nor do I really want to keep the conversation going, because your lack of respect for me in this conversation. And this is what he said. I think logical. So when I think about something, I'm thinking logical, I'm thinking my way, and that's it. And I said, and that's the problem. You're thinking your way, and that's it. Okay, and even if I want to understand your way, I'm not going to never understand it, because the way you're giving it off to me, the way you're talking to me, is this dismiss thing. It's just dismiss. So I still don't even hear you. So can you kind of try to understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Do you see it in yourselves?
Me? Like Mikey or men?
No, we're talking about you.
You. Like, can you see it?
I would have to process that. With y'all, or just in my...
Yes.
Well, we don't know how you are with other people, so...
Yeah, with us.
So, yeah.
I don't think I don't see that with you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Do you see it with me?
I would have to think about it.
You so easily say, young...
Cause I guess we don't have. That's why I'm kind of confused with what Shannon said about me. Cause we don't have them kind of conversations.
What kind of conversations?
For it to be that.
I don't know what you mean.
Like,
but y'all had conversations for it to be that.
Yeah,
I think you and Josh have conversations
and you intercede
that y'all bring me into.
No, okay. You're not always broad. You're just sitting here.
But if you're into the conversation,
I'm saying they're having a whatever conversation about their relationship, whatever going on.
No, that's not true. That's not true. When we were talking the last time, this was before the girls' graduation, that was about you asked us a question. You asked us a question.
About
we
what?
wasn't, because I told y'all stop talking to you about us. FYI.
That was never a thing anyway, though.
Okay, but I didn't say it for no reason. So the point is, and you might be looking at it so lightly that you don't you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't see what's going on. Does that make sense? But so I said, stop doing that. Stop doing it, right? And so that particular day, you asked us a question. You were asking us a question.
What was the question?
I don't remember now. I don't remember. But he then brought up something about me and my past relationship.
Oh, that day.
That day. I don't remember what you asked. But for some reason, remember I was telling you, I was like, for some reason, he brought that up.
We were talking about.
You don't got to drop your name.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We were talking about that.
But I don't remember. I don't even know. I don't remember.
That small window when a woman goes through a breakup.
Oh yes, yeah. That's what we were talking about. And so, so that became like a big deal. And I'm just sitting like, well, what do I get from making up a story 20 years ago, like to serve?
Well, but even in that conversation, I didn't do nothing. I wasn't saying, bruh. All right, you see, this is what I'm saying. I wasn't.
What did he say?
I wasn't even saying that.
I can't remember what they were. I can't even remember what any of them were saying specifically. It was just the fact that what I was saying was like looked at it like, come on, Shannon. Yeah, I don't.
Well, because it was unbelievable, Shannon. It was unbelievable.
Okay, but hold up.
Bruh.
Whether it's unbelievable or not. No. Let me finish.
If it's my story and I'm telling you
whether it's unbelievable or not, why are you ganging up on a person to make them feel like? Why you can't just be?
We weren't.
But okay. You just said, he said, why does it?
That was from my vantage point, that was a light conversation. So
okay, so I remember one time.
What? I'm being for real. It was like.
But why can't you see the consideration of, like, I mean,
even when I started, you could clearly see that I did not like it anymore, right? You could clearly see. I might even was throwing some jabs with my words, like, and it's like
I wasn't doing. First of all, I couldn't say that because your man was just going crazy over there, so nobody could say
that.
So
look, listen. So that's another point, though. Like you can see that he's going, like he's not even being like rational anymore, and you're still co-signing.
I wasn't. Yo, that's crazy.
Why you wasn't co-signing?
You still co-signing his ridiculousness.
I wasn't saying nothing. Well, this is one thing I learned about my sister in her communication.
If he wasn't saying nothing, then.
No, I was just sitting there just chilling.
He's a lie. The truth ain't in him. He's a lie.
Okay, this is what we should do.
Y'all like to play word games, bro. Like,
No.
For real,
the next time, I would just somebody record the conversation.
And you know what? Every time, because I always say I need to do that with even him, and I always forget because when I enter into conversations, I don't be thinking it's going to be going like that. I be thinking like, how is this such a it really makes a woman not want to speak to her man or men anymore. The way y'all don't realize how combative and dismissive and disrespected we begin to feel because it's like you're trying to.
And I don't think that's with all cases.
No, I don't think, but I do think a bulk of men in general.
I'm having a hot flash.
Oh no.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? I think that's how y'all just do, and it's like y'all have to figure out what is it with y'all that y'all don't want to have at the least a little bit of gentleness. Like that seems. That's what y'all would do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I didn't think, it does seem, I'm surprised that you would have taken that route. Not, come on now. Oh, that is unbelievable. Yeah, yo.
You didn't act like that.
He said it. He just said it. I mean, Shannon, that was unbelievable.
So you sat there and then you couldn't see how you added fuel to the fire?
Yes.
You couldn't. Wait a minute. Hold up. No. Stop. You don't see how you added fuel to the fire?
Fuel to the fire?
Yeah. Mikey, are you stupid?
You just said that Mother, we don't use those words.
No, well, are you being for real right? Are you being for real right now? Come on, Mikey. What? You just said that he was over there having a dang on
conniption.
And you sat there and said, "Oh, what, Shannon? Yeah, I don't believe you." And you added more. You don't say you added more food to the fire. Yeah. You couldn't have waited to at the end of the day say, ""Shannon, come on, let's down talk now."
Right.
You could have went down the basement and bust out.
You probably shouldn't have told Josh that.
So stupid.
Yeah.
You know that. What makes you even believe that? I don't even believe it.
Right.
But to say it in front of and
in front of the crazy Tasmanian devil.
But here's the deal. Here's another deal.
Y'all ganging up on me right now.
No, we're not. No, I'm just telling you the truth. But I'll say to Shannon. That's why in a marriage, it's so tricky. Even when you want to have a conversation with somebody, like I choose not to have a conversation with my husband in front of other people.
Mother, this is why I told him stop talking to him.
Yeah.
How I got brought into this scenario was not it. You know, it was like, how did this come up?
Right.
Like I wasn't a part of this. We were talking about. He was asking us a question about his personal.
So who
business.
brought up the other thing?
The crazy one did.
Well, and then if that's what he want to do, then he gonna get what he get.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember it happening that way.
See, there you go again. What, Shannon brought it up?
I brought that up. I don't even see the relevance in it. I don't see why. I really couldn't even kind of figure out how it was relevant to what you were asking.
Well, because you were. We're gonna.
Okay, let's digress because we're just going around in circles, and this is like this conversation is just. How are y'all really enjoying this? Like what?
So to go back to the help part, and you said so that's what I'm saying. Like if I can't just have a regular conversation with y'all, right? And I'm just sharing what people call I hate this term, but my truth, because I'm just sharing my story, and you're sitting here ridiculing or telling me that my story is like a lie. Like what? I don't want to work with y'all. I don't want to work with people who even talk with me like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it at all. Because this is my business, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's my life. That's my past. How dare you tell me what's bogus? Like, it's not. It's what happened. And then I'm shedding light on you. Because remember, I think I told him, I said, go ahead, listen to the expert. I said, you listen to the expert about women. And I'm the woman sitting here trying to tell you about women.
And they think they're expert.
Yeah, I said, listen to him. Remember, I was like, go ahead, listen to him. I'm done. And I got up. You don't remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it ended. I said, let's keep listening to him since he know everything.
Well, who's the expert? Him?
Yeah, he was the expert. No. Well, they both experts.
Yeah, they think.
Okay.
They're experts on fake and phony, and he's an expert on women.
I just want to know how I can be of more service. How I can be of help. Because hearing you saying you didn't want the help because we make a mockery of you was disheartening.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe. Maybe while since she is here with you, maybe you can learn how to now listen and be more appreciative of a woman and hear them out. Maybe this is something that God is going to teach you, how not to be so critical, mm-hmm. how not to, when you're in a conversation, the three of y'all, and there's something comes up, and you can say, wait a minute, hold it, bro. I don't think that's what she's saying. I know her, my sister.
That is the point. That's the point. That is exactly what it is. It feels like when we're talking to people that we're so familiar with, it's like, what do I gotta say? Why would y'all even think that I have to sit here and say that? Like, what angle am I trying to?
But you do that. You did it with me before.
Yeah, like what do I need to make? Yeah.
There is no defense.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. And so that right there becomes. It's irritating. It's like I don't even want to talk.
And you talking about it's heart wrenching to you. What about?
Because you've been experiencing it.
Yeah, but you're the one. But you're making it about you now. So what about her heart?
Mm-hmm. My heart.
So are you saying you guys don't feel
protected? Yeah.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
By
protected.
me?
We've had this conversation before.
Well, I don't think that you make it I think that, and I think I shared this with you, all you're doing is allowing him to maintain a level of, I'm going to say, disrespect, because if you're going to gang up, if you're going to side with him, and I'm clearly not laughing anymore, right? You don't know what goes on behind. All you're doing is giving leverage to somebody who's like in opposition to me. But he's also doing it.
I think.
Does that make sense?
But what I think that y'all think, this is such a good example. What I think that you think, and I could be wrong.
Shannon or me? Make Mikey.
That you don't feel protected. Clearly, if we're out on the street, you're going to step in.
Well, and that's the example that's the example that my husband gave me. Of course, I would do something. I said.
But it's
a difference.
It's a different scenario.
I'm going to if I'm with my girlfriends, it's a difference, right?
That's a different scenario.
It's a different. I'm in my own home, feeling like I'm not even safe around the two men who should be making me safe. So one should be protecting me from the other. So it's not just you. It's just the fact that he's sitting there letting you laugh. You understand? Like, Bo, I'm just
you laughing at her.
Right,
and he should be waiting. Hold on, that's my
Hold
wife.
on.
Oh, that's my wife. All right,
Chill out.
let's listen.
You know what I'm saying?
And at that moment, if he would have said that, what would you have done?
She probably would have
Chilled
simmered down.
You chilled out.
All right. See, now I'm and this okay.
No what?
Because this is where the protection disconnection thing comes in. Because right now I feel emotionally manipulated. I'm being for real.
What?
Listen,
Explain it.
Because you have taken that conversation, and I'm not saying you did it on purpose, but you have spun that in a way that is just.
Spun it how? Okay, let's hold up. Let's sit back for a minute. Let's take it off of her. Now, it's you and your friend here, your girlfriend. Same conversation, different scenario, whatever, and we're laughing at you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't laughing at anybody. I was just laughing.
No, you said I don't believe you. You didn't say it.
I did.
Okay,
but
stop.
it wasn't. But listen.
No. I didn't answer that question. Same thing. And I don't believe you. I don't even believe
it wasn't in that context.
But that's how it came out. And she's upset.
It was in that context.
I didn't know she was upset.
No, he's upset. He was upset. You said he was upset. You said he was.
I meant like he just. I didn't know he was like.
He was very excited.
Yeah, I didn't know he was upset.
What did you think he was?
You know how he can be.
What did you think he was?
I didn't think he was upset.
What did you think he was?
Himself. He was just having a conversation.
What did you didn't think it bothered him?
No, I didn't.
You didn't think he was bothered by it?
Bothered?
What do you think?
He was saying that I wasn't being honest.
Oh no, I didn't. I totally.
So how were you? Because
you missed all that.
This is the thing that he missed it because he's agreeing I wasn't being honest. So, but what you're saying is that you're missing the way that we're taking it. Like
no. Let's forget how we're taking it. You didn't think that he was offended, or you didn't think you didn't think it bothered him. He said that she's being dishonest.
Right, but I'm not processing it in that way of like.
How you processing it?
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
We just having like a. Lack of a better word, just a laid back, throwaway kind of conversation.
Okay, so you and your girl now. Same situation.
What are you asking me?
Just the tables flipped. We're sitting here saying, "Oh, you're lying," and
right, but the way you're saying it isn't how I was presenting it in the conversation. It was like it wasn't like malicious. It wasn't like it wasn't that.
Well, what was it?
That's why I'm confused.
But you say it's not that.
Jesus Christ.
Now let him finish.
Okay, go ahead.
That's why I'm confused with how she was taking it. Like, you're calling me a liar, or like, bro, it wasn't like.
But he said she was lying. You think he was joking?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused. Like he was telling the story as if I didn't know what I was talking about.
Forget
not that if I didn't know.
Forget the details.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Is that when we have a conversation and I'm taking it one way or I see it one way and then it comes out that you take it a whole other way and I'm like, whoa, bro, like to me that feels a bit manipulative.
So this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying. You all have a very high lack of regard for us because you're feeling this way now. In the conversation, I was presenting how I feel now. My feelings, I'm not mad or anything. But I'm not upset now. Nothing like that is happening. But in that moment, I was physically and verbally demonstrating how I was offended and becoming upset by how y'all were acting, and y'all disregarded it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that.
How do y'all miss it?
I missed that.
So that is because the point of the conversation. It feels like y'all have a dislike towards women. Because how are we sitting here saying?
I totally missed that because
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like how
I'm experiencing
see.
To me, I'm in a conversation full of shenanigans at this point.
But I'm not entertaining it in that way. I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. You and him were the only ones. Yeah. I was sitting right there. I wasn't doing anything like that. It's like y'all have a veil, y'all have a sheet over your eyes. I don't get.
Why do you think she felt?
Even if, okay, forget that day. Even as I'm explaining it, do you not see how even now it's like you're disregarding what I'm saying?
No, I'm not disregarding it.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what you're saying.
What are you trying to see? She's clearly telling you what she's saying.
No, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see
that night.
That night.
But you don't remember me being upset?
No, he don't remember Josh being upset neither. Okay, so whether you can go back.
That's a good thing you don't remember Josh being upset. But do you remember me being upset?
At the end, yeah.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
What's the problem?
I didn't say it was a problem.
What's the problem? What do you need to process?
Well,
what do you need to see?
At how you were taking my interaction in the whole conversation. That's what.
Who you think she was mad at? Upset with? Just him for laughing by himself?
That's what I don't like that language, bro.
Who you think?
What language?
But okay.
What language don't you like?
I'm laughing and like.
You was laughing.
Right, but I wasn't. That's not what that was.
But is that okay?
Okay,
wait, hold up. Whether it's whether you meant it like that or not.
Don't try to water down what you did. I understand what you don't like it because it's like I wasn't sitting here trying to poke fun at you. Right, that's what you're saying. I'm not saying that your intent was to poke fun. I don't think that was the intent. But at some point, y'all should have clearly saw that I was not having fun. I wasn't having fun in this conversation. Y'all were, but it's at my expense.
You couldn't see that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, and this is why when you would say, you always say that you're trying to understand. I don't start conversations with people like just, I don't do that. I'm like, if it gets to that, it gets to that. But I don't just start ready for war. So I'm just sitting here like just chill, lay back talking or whatever. And if I'm talking to him about anything, I'm like, I'm just asking a question. All you gotta do is, when I say our conversations could be like 5 minutes, answer the question. Stop making it about everything else, the disbelief, the reasons that you don't really have, why you think that I need help but don't want to ask for help. You don't have no reason. It's just like, and I think that's where all those long-winded conversations that y'all put on us, like all y'all do is talk. We're just trying to get some understanding, some clarity, some resolution, but y'all talk us in circles because I don't think y'all really have anything to say. I honestly just think y'all just act like y'all don't want us to talk.
I'm going to say this.
And I think that y'all need to start being honest about it.
I've been told that I'm not a good protector from girlfriends.
Why is that?
But they said, why was that reason?
The same reason y'all are giving.
Well, you let somebody talk to them any kind of way?
What?
Yeah, because I'm
talking about just not feeling.
Why? What's the reason they didn't feel?
Not feeling safe, not feeling heard, not feeling.
It might be against him. Because you could be the.
And my response to her, after I processed it and kind of thought about, is it true or not? I'm a good, kind of like how Josh was saying, like outside I got you.
Right.
But I haven't. There's no shot at you. But the emotional, softer side of being a protector, I've never had it or experienced it or was given it. So I don't know.
Why you gotta have an emotional side of being a protector?
I'm talking about like what
What
that
he's
actually
saying is
what
that
that
he's
actually
never
means.
seen it.
I've never seen it. I've never experienced it. So I didn't know how to give it. I didn't know how to be it.
What?
But so you
So you gotta go outside and get into a fight with somebody to do that?
No, man. What I'm saying is, I've never felt protected or safe, or I just wasn't raised or just taught any of that stuff.
You
never felt protected when you were being raised?
We've had this talk about me being raised on that's affection versus tough love. I'm more tough in that regard than I am affection.
but still,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So my experience translates that in
all your relationships.
in all my relationships. So where I didn't know it was the thing until my last relationship. Or now I can see that, and now I can see why. So what y'all saying is not foreign.
So why are you still doing it?
Because he don't know how to do it. He don't know how to undo it.
No.
Well, I don't think I still do it. But clearly,
but you're not even sitting back to see. Before you start, when you're in the conversation, before you open your mouth, think.
Well, and I think
I'm serious. I'm not being smart. So if it's a conversation coming up, before you start that thing, and consider women now, like before I even chime in, what am I going to chime in to say? Help me understand what you're saying now. Wait a minute.
And I think that y'all automatically just dismiss what we're saying as it's like bull crap.
Just like
it's like y'all don't like we it's like we play games or something.
Right. Just like for instance yesterday I went to pick up a rental car, and they brought out this big. First of all, I didn't want the car anyway because it was big. It was a big Jeep. But they brought it around. They opened it up, it was red, and it was sturdy. Well, Gene happened to see me. He dropped me off. He happened to see me, and I was like, "What is he doing here?" Well, he was at the cleaner, so he came. He that's why he pulled up on the parking lot. I was trying to figure out how he got there. He's at the cleaner right across the street. Anyway, make a long story short, so he got out the car. He came in there, and then the man took me outside to look at the car, and they opened the car up. I said, "I don't want that." I said, "It's dirty." The seats was filthy. It had food all in it, and it wasn't a whole lot. It had fingerprints on it. The other side seat was dirty. Then you look at the back there, so I could see Jean looking now, like,
here she goes.
Yep. But here's the deal. I don't want it because it's not to my standards. I don't want that car. And then the next mistake they made, they opened the hatchback. Well, did they just throw all the trash back there? I said, let me just walk inside. I said, he said, I can clean it. I said, I don't want it. And at that point, I didn't want it because if you didn't have enough, all they did was rinse it off. They didn't clean. Then he said, well, I'll go get you another car. And I said, okay, thank you. So because I said, I'll take that silver one outside, but somebody else was taking that one. And he said, I'll go get you another car. So he went to it and we left. By the time I came, and the man said, he said, that car really is filthy. But it took him to say it. The man that worked there, for my husband to like
agree.
Yeah, right. So these are some of the things that, and you don't, it's to me it's like a dismissive thing. I don't like it, but I've learned now that it ain't worth addressing because if I gotta stand up for myself, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't taking it. When I got back there, they had one.
And I want to say that you know how people always say something about your tone, right? So as I listen to you say it, like I probably be like, you can clean it. Can somebody clean it? Like that's just how I talk. But I don't have as much experience in being dismissed, right? Like your life experience could be different from mine, which could be a part of why your tone is always your issue, right? And it's because you always are being felt like I have to protect myself. And so when women have to protect, Ebony, little as she is, walking around with not smiling for all her life because she feel like somebody going, I want them to know not to mess with me. I'm like, Ebony, you this big. Like, they going to still mess with you. Smile, right? But that's how women start to feel. Like, and y'all get so mad when we're not soft and feminine. You don't treat me like I'm soft.
I am soft and feminine.
But no.
But when I have to.
But that's what it's not that we're not soft and that we're not feminine. It's that when I now deal with you, I have to meet your match. Meet my match. And you're treating me like I'm one of your homeboys. We don't expect to be laughed at. We don't expect to be like, we're looking like, what are you laughing? And I think that y'all really don't understand how fragile our feelings are. And not to say that we're weak, but we just are soft.
Yeah.
Like things hurt. Josh was trying to give me an example the other day, like I'm not trying to belittle. Tell me what you think. I'm not trying to belittle your feelings. Don't take it like this. But sometimes I think you take things out like how he said, like you just blow things out of proportion, like I'm doing too much basically. But he didn't say those words. For instance, and I'm not using this example. I know this is a little example. I'm not using this to compare what you say. But like if I say, you say, can I have one of your French fries? And I say no, and you like, can I have a French fry? And I'm like, no, you should have got your own. And you like, why I can't have a French fry? And then I just get upset. So I'm like, as he's saying the example to me, and as soon as he said no, I'm like, no, why can't I have a French fry? So he's thinking he's giving me a petty example. I would be hurt that you telling me I can't have some food. I would be hurt that you can't. Why are you telling me no, I can't? And I should have went and got my own fries. Give me some food. Give me some food. That would hurt my feelings that you're telling me I can't.
He think it's funny. He can laugh.
You're hurting my feelings that you're telling me I can't.
Because he don't want to share?
Yes. We're just different. We just are built different. What you mean you telling me no? No, I can't have a French fry? I should have gotten my own. Like I'm your brother.
Are we still recording?
We were just at McDonald's together. Yes, you should have got your own fries.
But maybe I didn't want a whole.
You don't see the harshness?
You see how you came across?
I'm just talking. I'm not.
No, but why? But I didn't want. Maybe I didn't want a whole order. I just want one or two.
I just want a couple fries. No, like what do you mean no? That hurts our feelings.
Okay, are we finished?
Oh, okay.
Because it's 3:00 now.
What that mean?
You guys want to be?
No.
Oh,
I think we're dragging this on.
Okay.
All right. Well, she's clearly ready to end the show.
No, I think we can take about something else because there's a lot to process in this show. I think.
Okay.
And I got some things I can say too, but I don't want to say it on camera.
Okay.
All right. Well, this was another episode of Mike and His Mom Show.
Okay.
Living life is the longest thing you'll ever do in the shortest amount of time, and you only get one. So whatever your dreams, goals, and desires are, be sure to get the job done. And while you're doing that, remember His name is Jesus Christ and not Tom Cruise. There's no such thing as Mission Impossible. Because we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. I'm Mike. This is my mom. That's Shannon. We'll see you next time on the Mike and His Mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Save that trouble for another.